Today, we're going to be discussing a upgraded PCV valve on my N54. I just did an oil change and I was kind of precipitated by the fact that I got a oil level warning for being a quart low, and it might have been mid-range. I don't know. I remember last time I checked if it was right between min and max on the iDrive indicator or whatever, but I was worried that maybe now that I'm starting to push higher boost levels, that I was starting to get some oil blow through, and maybe that's where my oil consumption went through. Could have been just regular consumption. I hadn't been monitoring it because I've been playing with boost so much lately. But so I did an oil change. That's good. Pressure leak down test. That's good. So I decided to check my charge pipe to see if I was getting any oil blow through. I guess basically when the pressure gets high enough, the crankcase gases can leak back through into the intake system. I'm not smoking, which is, out the exhaust, which is good. So I was thinking maybe it's getting some blow through. But anyway, pull the charge pipe off, and it looks good. There's no oil, it's dry. I'm happy with that. I do have a upgraded PCV valve, and also have an oil catch can, which definitely when I go with the hybrids, I'll have the oil catch can on there. But the PCV valves are pretty easy to install. So it's actually in this little housing. I believe it's a 10 millimeter, might be a 12. The hardest part is just, so this is plastic, this unscrews, get your, what size is that? Now that I said it, I feel inclined to know for sure. See, this is a 12. Probably be something odd like a 13. I do not want to drop any tools in the engine today. Alright, yeah, so that's going to be a 13. You unscrew it. PCV valve sitting in there and you swap it out. So let me pull out the replacement and see if I can get in here without removing this breather hose, which if you do is just using a clip to go around the circumference and that pops out of the way. I'll probably get it out of the way regardless. This is the aftermarket PCV valve I ordered from Burger Motorsports. I forgot the name, if it's Rob Beck or whatever. I know they offer two different ones. This one's actually got, I guess, an aluminum and steel construction. The other one might be the same also. It just looked black where it could be plastic. So I'm going to remove the PCV valve cap cover. I'll see if I can do it. It's kind of a tight fit. It might actually be better to come at it from this angle. But I did have this breather hose off last time, so I'll go ahead and get a little shot of that coming off and me loosening it. Again, that's a 13 millimeter, and I'll probably end up using a 1/4 inch drive because the ratchet's smaller. Just do that with an extension after I move that hose. There we go. So again, just gotta kind of smooth it around. It's got a little, I don't know if mine was broken at the bottom or if it was just his detachment. I'm gonna get that out of the way. I want to get a 13 millimeter shallow 1/4 inch with there's a 2.5 or 3 inch extension, and come at it from this angle. other side. There's a little oil leakage going out there. It's got a lot of threads, if I remember correctly. I definitely need to round it off. Let me wipe down my tool. Hopefully, once I get the cap off, PCV valve will just snip it out, they come out easily, snap out. It's in there with an O-ring, so. Alright, you gotta kind of smooth it underneath this fuel rail for your injector. Okay, now the PCV valve is in here. Let's see if I can finger loosen it. Some needle nose and a little rag. Actually, nothing wrong with it right now for stock applications, but put it on there to pull it out. All right, stock PCV valve, aftermarket PCV valve. I'll kind of swipe some of this oil off the old one. Put it on the O-ring. I'm gonna make sure there's any spillage or dirt in here. Going to push stock PCV valve back up in there, or the aftermarket correction. Okay, that's seated, and outer cover back on. All right, those are better. Now, to get this back on. Oh, baby. There it goes. Nope. Get the threads tight. You just gotta actually push it down. Good. Yeah, so the hot ticket would be 1/4 inch, 13 millimeter shallow. Remove this breather hose from next to it. No extension. And just do it right from this angle. Obviously, I've been doing other work on the car, so I already had, well, my car I don't have the cabin air filter upper lower housing. Alright, that seems tight enough. I'm going to plug this back in. And there we go, upgraded PCV valve for your N54 boosting pleasure.